what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I literally just did this voiceover and then I was like, wait, forgot to push record. Anyway, today we're doing a, it's like an ultra glam, pink, champagne type of look today we're going for. And yes, I got this look from Jenny69 here on YouTube. Her video is amazing and she's great. So here I'm doing my eyebrows with the Anastasia dip brow in dark brown. And yes, we're going for a strong brow today. A stronger brow, because this is a glam look. And I'm cleaning underneath and on top of the brow with the Anastasia, no, not the Anastasia, the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm using a lot of Anastasia today, so that just got in my tongue twister. Yeah, so just cleaning it up with an e.l.f. brush. It's a really good brush. I think it's a concealer brush or a blending brush, not sure. And going on top of my brows, this has to like change my brow game. You don't want to use a concealer that's too light for you. I made that mistake and it does not look good. Yeah, so now I'm using that same concealer for my eyelids. Spreading it all over. And this will make sure that we have a clean and basic canvas for our eyeshadow. And here is the star of the show. We are using the Anastasia World Traveler Kit. And we're only using 3 shades today. It's very easy, really quick and easy. And this first shade we're going in with is called Morocco. And it's a burnt orange type of shade, so it's perfect for transition, perfect for the crease. And something that's really cool about these kind of eyeshadows is you can use a different brush. So here I'm using a fluffy brush, and that's going to make the color more blown out. And if you use a more denser brush, it can actually make the look a little bit darker, and it kind of looks like another eyeshadow, but it's the same one. So it's a cool trick for y'all. See here I'm using I'm pretty sure it's a Morphe M433, and with that shade you can tell, I'm still using the shade Morocco, and you can tell that it is a little bit darker, but it's just because the brush, it focuses the product more in a concentrated manner rather than fluffed out from the fluffy brush. So we're just going to deepen the crease up a little bit, and yes, you want to go outer corner, not too far inside with this denser brush. And just I like to stab my eye to deposit the color because it won't move around so much, and then I'll go in and blend it out. So you just want to keep blending and blending and blending and blending till your arm falls off. And here we're going to add some depth into the look. So we're going in with Fudge. And Fudge is a really nice chocolatey brown color. So it adds on to the warmth to the look, but it also adds some more depth to the look. So it makes your eyes look even more deeper and darker. But we're not going to go too heavy on this. It's not like an entirely smoky eye. It's just adding some depth to the look and some dimension. And here we're going in with Pink Champagne, which is the star of the show. And Pink Champagne is a really unique color. It's more of like silver and pink undertones with the glitter that's in there. But first we're going to carve out our eyelid with the Tarte Shape Tape. Same thing that we use to prime our eyelids. And this gives the Pink Champagne color something to stick on, so it won't flake off. And it's a really cool trick too, when you outline your eyes. If you have more of deep set eyes or hooded eyes, you can go a little bit above your crease, is what I'm doing right now. And so the color won't transfer onto your crease, so which is a cool trick I like to do when I'm using shimmers. And you want to do the same thing to the other eye. You want to try to get them as symmetrical as you can, but I can never get them as symmetrical. and you just want to keep checking. And see there, I go a little bit above my crease, and when you put the shimmer, it'll all tie in. And then you kind of want to fade it out. So here we're going in with the pink champagne color. I wet it a little bit. I could have wet it a little bit more, I feel like, but you don't really need to with this color. It's a really good formula. Anastasia always has good formula for their eyeshadows and pressed pigments and all that jazz. So you want to just get everywhere you put the concealer. And then here we're taking more of the color Morocco, and then we're fading where the shimmer stops into the dark brown. And then here we're going in with some winged liner, and I'm using the NYC, it's just a black liner, and this has been like a favorite for like a lot of people, but I recently heard that they discontinued this eyeliner, which I don't get because it was like a top seller. Anyway, so I'm on the hunt for a new eyeliner, and if you got any suggestions, leave them in the comments below.
What the heck? Am I blind?
Shit, I gotta go. Don't call me out. Okay?
What to heck? Where did it go? Am I sitting over there? Oh, wow.
And that's when I lost my eyeliner while I was doing it. I set it down for a minute and I couldn't find it for like 10 minutes. I was like freaking out. Anyway, I just thought I'd put that in there. I was just priming my face with the e.l.f. smoothing primer, which is a really, really good primer for smoothing out the skin if you have some texture, if you have pores. That one is really affordable and it's really good. And now I'm using the Fenty Foundation, which I feel like was a little bit of a mistake because my skin that day was feeling dry and I did have some texture and some breakouts. So I feel like it was just too drying on my skin. I should have used a more luminous one, but we're already in there. So we're just using our flat foundation brush, also from Morphe, and smoothing it out with a beauty blender that I make sure that I wet. So make sure it's wet, make sure it's damp. And this is my big old forehead, which I'm covering with foundation because you don't want your forehead looking different than your face. It's already big, already draws attention. And we're going in with a second layer. I like to go on a second layer around basically my face, but look at my cheeks and my chin because I have discoloration there and I do have some breakouts there. And now we're concealing the under eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape in Light Medium Honey. And we're using the shade Light because this is a glam look. I wanted that extra, like oomph to the under eyes. I wanted extra brightness. So this did the trick pretty well. And yeah, I like to go under the eyes, on the chin, down the center of the nose, and on the forehead. Not too much on the forehead. Again, when you put the light concealer, it draws attention to where you put it, and we do not want more attention on the forehead than we do already have. And here I am just going over that and setting my under eyes with the Laura Mercier Transluscent powder, which is my all-time favorite. It's a great powder. It smooths the skin out, blurs out basically everything, and it sets your makeup for a really long time. And I like to go on my smile lines because that's where I crease, and my chin is where I get oily. And here, oh, look at that. How sad. Now it's even a bigger hole than that. That's my Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder, which I hit pan on, which is very sad. R.I.P. Soon, R.I.P. And here I'm bronzing my face up with the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is my new favorite bronzer, contour, powder, whatever. It's great. It's a great color for me too. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, and it still contours really well. So just go over that on the cheeks, on the forehead. Make that forehead snatched. There you go. There you go, there you go, there you go. Ay, ay, ay. And here, since it is a glam look, we're going in with a more denser brush. This is a Luxie brush, and I'm focusing in that more on the hollows of my cheek to contour. Just to make, you know, that sucked face in. And then this is another trick to make your cheekbones look even more poppin'. Put your translucent powder under your contour. It cleans it up and it makes them stand out even more, and you let that sit for a few minutes. And here I'm just going over my waterline and tightlining my eyes with the black liner, and I'm going in with the Fudge color and smudging that out on my lower lash line. And then using a eyeliner brush, I'm going in to make it a little more smokier. A little more smokier. There you go. And then top it off with some mascara. I never use false lashes. I don't know. Just a lot of work. And here I wasn't really doing anything. But actually that day I went to Soup Plantation in this look. And I just kept getting stared at. That was funny. Anyway, contouring my nose. Gotta get that snatch nose. We want a little button nose. You want to go on the side. Every nose contour is different. Depends on your nose. You gotta find what works for you. It took me a while to find out what works for me. And here I am highlighting. So I'm using my Maybelline strobing stick. And going over that for my base of my highlight. I feel like this makes your highlight, your powder highlight, stand out even more. And okay, I forgot to put my bronzer, which is Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil bronzer on. And I should have done that before I laid the cream down because it kind of stuck to the cream. So make sure you put that before the cream. Anyway, look at how that is some Champagne Poppin' highlight. That is the Champagne Pop by Becca and Jaclyn Hill. One of the best highlights, best shades, best formula. I love Becca highlights, especially Champagne Pop. That's a great shade. And lining my lips, I think this was in the color Coffee. Actually, I think this is an eyeliner that I use as a lip liner. Don't judge. It works. Hack for y'all. And then, again, I think that's NYX. Can't remember if that's Abu Dhabi or London, but it shall be in the description bar. It looks like Abu Dhabi, actually. Yes. And then I'm going over that with some Fenty gloss. So that Fenty, what is it called? A gloss bomb? And there you go, y'all. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys in my next video. Till then, have an awesome day. Positivity. Light. Goodbye.